Smashing. Texas. Lovely record. That should sell a few discs. Well, not as many as my final guest, who's also sold more discs than Elvis, Michael Jackson, Madonna, Frank Sinatra combined. Computer discs, that is. Sort of play on words. A billionaire at 31. He's now 36. He's aging all the time. A personal fortune estimated around $6.5 billion. $6.6 billion. His idea of loose change is Fort Knox, and his secret, at the tender age of 19, he set up Microsoft, which has gone on to become the #1 company in the lucrative world of computer software. Welcome this miracle man, Bill Gates. Now listen, on a day, Bill, when Andrew Lloyd Webber has just paid £10 million for a painting, I want to know, how do you make the kind of money you've made as quickly as you made it?
Well, the first thing I did was drop out of school.
Good, good, yes.
And I saw that computers would become very cheap and lots of people could use them as a tool. And so I started a company to write computer software.
But what did you do that lots of other people had that idea. What did you do that nobody else had done?
Well, we were the first, and we went in and created new standards, got people to write software that required our software, and so it's used today on about 90% of these personal computers. Now,
I think you've been quoted as saying that the original aim of Microsoft was a computer on every desk. Now, the thing is that really, projections we used to get in the 70s were that by around about the end of the 80s, every house would have a personal computer. Now, it hasn't happened. And the reason it hasn't happened, I think, is because they're still too difficult. You know, you've still got this computer language that puts people like me who are over 30, puts us off. And, you know, when you're completely illiterate as far as these things go, I mean, they've changed a lot, computers, but are they going to be accessible to even an idiot like me?
Well, I think we will get one in every office and in every home. That was our original vision. To do that, we're going to have to make them very familiar.
Yeah.
And we're going to have to draw on things people understand. For example, everybody knows how to talk, and everybody knows how to write. In fact, I brought one of the latest machines here because for the first time, we're coming out with computers that understand handwriting.
Well, this would be great. You see, what I want is something that I can just, I don't have to type anything out. I just write a thing on the screen that says, send us me bank statement or whatever you want, you know, rather than having to interpret it in a language. Now, can you do it with this?
Pretty much. Let me
Not my
let me
bank
show you how
statement. I
this
don't want the
works.
world to see my bank statement. But I want you to show us this. This is fascinating. So you write, it recognizes your handwriting, does it? Go ahead.
That's right. First, I'm going to just point here and ask it to start up a notebook application. And we can see here my monthly calendar. Let's point in at this one specific day and see what's going on there. Now, this is just a normal pen. I'm writing right on the surface of the screen and didn't have to learn anything special. So here I've got this daily calendar. Let's say I want to change something. I've got a dinner down there, but if I want to get rid of that, I just do a simple gesture, gets rid of it, and I'm going to Monte Carlo tonight, so I just write that there.
You rascal, you probably own Monte Carlo. So you put down Monte, yeah, and what is it?
Okay, and now the computer's understands that, and it's got it on my schedule.
And it actually will print it out?
Sure, sure. You can search for different things or send it off to other people. They can look at your schedule.
You see, now you have a chance of, would these things be very expensive, of course?
A little bit.
How expensive?
Well, to start out with, they'll be about $3,000, say 2,000 pounds, and they'll get down. Eventually, something like this would be less than 1,000 pounds.
Andrew Lloyd Webber will buy us all one.
Let me show you one more thing here.
This is amazing, this, because at least, as I say, I'm totally illiterate as far as this goes.
Okay, what I'm going to do here is show you kind of a business application. These will probably catch on in business, first of all. For example, a salesperson who wants to sell you insurance would come in with something like this and you know, show you your different choices. And
Can we see that? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. You
Okay.
keep talking, Bill.
Okay, when you finally say yes, then they can just fill it in. Here I'm going to type my name.
Yeah.
And you can see it's recognizing these characters as I put them in.
So it recognizes your handwriting?
Yeah, even though I'm left-handed.
Yeah. Nobody's perfect, Bill. We like you just as well.
Okay, there we got one mistake. We'll fix that.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it recognizes your handwriting and prints it out then?
Yep, and so I can tell it now that I want to place an order. And when I do that, it brings up this little form and says, okay, let's check the credit, and it go out to its database.
But this is terrific, you see. Now we have a chance. But the other thing I wanted to say to you, is there some way that you can produce a computer for...
Little mistake.
Oh, I see. Produce a computer for someone like me that makes it easy for me to program. See, it's the programming of computers that is difficult. I mean, is there an easy way of putting information in that you can use?
Sure, we're going to make it so you can put in your calendar, keep track of who owes you money, anything you want to do. Write letters without doing any programming. Programming is something that it's fun for me, but I don't think we're going to teach everybody how to program.
No, and until you can get that kind of thing, you won't get a computer in everybody's home. But I can see that you're on the way with this. Tell me about all your money. What do you spend it on? Paintings?
I really don't spend much of it. I end up working quite a bit.
You've got to keep it moving, Bill. There's no use keeping it to yourself. We should all benefit from all your money. Spend it in England. Spend a lot. Yeah. Thank you for coming. This is absolutely revolutionary, of course, and even I would essay a stab at this.
Super.
Bill, we hope that you'll continue to make lots of money, and obviously, you deserve it. The kind of brain you have and the kind of stuff that you've done. Bill Gates, ladies and gentlemen.